Third and 5. May with probably the worst throw I've seen in my entire life.
And now, what do you do on a 4th and 5 with 1:54 on the clock? You go for it. You can't give the ball back to Josh Allen in this situation, even if you do have 3 timeouts. You want the ball.
All right, game on the line right here.
Game on your terms.
4th and 5. I mean, give him the ball. If you don't convert it, they're basically a field goal range. This is basically game on the line right here.
To be the champ, you have to beat the champ.
All right, bro. No excuses, bro. No excuses. You won't hear a single excuse. You'll see people on Twitter talking about, oh, flag this, flag that. Me right here, moi, yours truly, no excuses for me. Let's see what happens this play, though. 4th and 5, game on the line, Drake May. Drake May, game on the line, Drake May, running, pressure, running, pressure. The game's over. The game is over. Dude, you will hear no excuses for me, okay? I might be premature here, but. What I will say is, Patriots in the first half, amazing. Offensively, defensively. Second half, dog shit. Second half, dog shit. Trevion Henderson, amazing. The defense giving up 5 straight touchdown drives. And the fact that the offense in the second half was utter fucking dog shit as well. And also, Drake May, nothing against Drake May. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter, or the first half or whatever. But Drake May, I'm not gonna lie, we need a little bit more heroic plays in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, you know? With that third down, boom. Right there, boom, this last drive right here, You're in the MVP conversation, Drake May. I love and adore you, Drake May. I really do. But if you're in those conversations, I'm going to need a big-time play when the game matters most against arguably the best quarterback in the NFL in Josh Allen, who just won an MVP. I'm going to need a big-time play for you. And unfortunately today, Drake May, in the fourth quarter, needed you. Unfortunately, he did not come through. Henderson, again, was amazing today. Flat out was phenomenal. Defense, especially when Carlton Davis went out. Obviously, you got that big pass interference, questionable, whatever. Again, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm blaming the Patriots. They have nobody to blame but themselves. This is a hat and shirt game to win an AFC East game, and you blow a 21-0 lead. I don't want to hear any excuses. Bills fans, y'all can talk all the shit in the world. I'll be honest. On Twitter, my God, my nigga, y'all been talking fucking crazy. But hey, at the end of the day, if you win the game, who really cares, okay? Not they gotta back down from anything, okay? Hey, y'all got it fair and square. Like, hey, we're trying to come do what y'all been doing for the last half decade. Win the AFC East. If they win this game, it's only a game difference. We got the Ravens right after this, who literally right now killing the Bengals. Got them to 0 points last time I checked. Like, god damn. But yeah, no excuses, bro. No excuses at all. I know people are like, oh, because Rabel shaved his mustache, the Patriots. No. They took their foot off the gas as well in the second quarter and the second half of the game, which they've done for the last couple of games. But thankfully, they weren't going up against upper echelon teams like the Buffalo Bills, where they were affordable to do things like that. This isn't the Browns. This isn't the Titans. This isn't the Saints. This isn't the Falcons. This is the Buffalo Bills, the hierarchy of the AFC. Okay, this is the hierarchy of the AFC right here. So no excuses whatsoever. And my TED talk. But yeah. And they just got it. This shit is over officially. Hey, bro. Like I said earlier, you cannot blame anybody but yourselves at the end of the day. Drake May, unfortunately, brother, like what they said, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. Now, we beat the best the first time. That was a cool game. Sunday Night Football, Week 4, Buffalo Bills, Ocean Park. Congratulations. Fortunately, in this day and age, it's what are you doing for me now? Now, what have you done? It's like, what are you doing for me now? And unfortunately, the Patriots, the fucking offense in the second half of the game, especially, I felt like all game, bro, the passing offense was nowhere to be found. And James Cook just obviously gassed us, but again, that 5 touchdown drive really just put a nail in the coffin there. And then Drake May was not converting there, getting multiple flags, making 3rd and 25 that one play for the Patriots. I mean, bro, you will hear no excuses from me. The Bills came into our trap, and they took it over, bro. We were up 21-0. 3 scores. 3 touchdowns, bro. The Patriots, we can only blame ourselves. Bills fans, talk all the shit you want, bro. Y'all deserve it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all been talking the same. Y'all deserve it, bro. But fuck. The Patriots' 10-game winning streak is finally over. 35-31 loss, but the Patriots were up 21-0. They were 3 scores, and they finished off halftime with a resounding score of 24-7 after a James Cook touchdown, and then they proceeded to put up 7 points in the second half and give up 28 points, including 5 consecutive touchdown drives by the Buffalo Bills. I'll be honest, I got flashbacks to last season. I believe the Patriots were up by like 2 touchdowns beginning of the game. And then Josh Allen came back. The Patriots lost that first matchup. And then this last matchup, the Joe Milton game, where he won, obviously, and got his trade value up for that, like 6th or 5th round pick, whatever the hell it was. But yeah, Drake May had 2 touchdowns early on. Trevion Henderson was phenomenal today. It wasn't phenomenal. The Patriots in the second half, it was absolutely abysmal. Again, I need people to grow Vrabel. I haven't seen any of the reactions from other fans or anybody else or Vrabel or May's interviews yet. I'm recording this about to be 8 Eastern after the 4 o'clock games. Bo Nix and the Broncos just went to 11-2 or 12-2, 11-game win streak now. We could have joined them if we beat the Bills. They have a good 21-0 lead, but unfortunately, we don't have as great of a defense as the Broncos do. As they able to get 2 picks off of Jordan Love, and they also got the game-winning stop on him as well. This kind of was in the predicament the Patriots were in, that James Cook touchdown. They got that stop against Joe Flacco and the Bengals. They got that stop against Michael Penix Jr. and the Falcons. They got that stop against, in the first game, Josh Allen and the Bills. But this time around, they did not get the stop. James Cook, you can't get gas on the ground. That really just unlocks everything for the Bills, especially if you can't generate pressure on Josh Allen. James Cook is running the hell at the ball. Yeah, that just can't happen. It's like Milton Williams, like the dam that just holding the water loose for the run game. Like, the run defense just hasn't been good since he's gone down. And it's like, that's why he's $100 million man, but he can't just be that one guy to be that cog. And without him, like, let's say he's, God forbid, just injured again or misses a play, and then you just can't do anything without him. Like, but yeah. The run game was great, though. Trevion Henderson was great. The passing offense was terrible. Second half defense was terrible. Second half offense was terrible. The passing game overall was terrible. And just a timely flash, the 3rd and 8 flag on Carlton Davis. I'm like, oh, it's a terrible call. Unfortunately, I'm not a big, blame refs or flag calls, to be quite frank. That's not what I'm blaming. What I am blaming is the defense giving up 5 straight touchdown drives. Literally reminding you that playoff game of Mac Jones against the Buffalo Bills, where they went ahead and did not punt a single time against the Patriots. They put up 40 points. We put up less than 20 or some shit. Something like that just can't happen at all. And unfortunately, it did. Usually I just go through the whole entire game and have all my notes written down. But unfortunately, it's about that time, so I'm just going to skip to the 4th quarter and just work my way down. So first thing I got to mention is the whole Marcus Jones play where he was on Dawson Knox for the other touchdown, right before the game-leading touchdown. Why is Marcus Jones in the predicaments? He was at points with Drake London in that Falcons game. 2 touchdowns on his head, and the other touchdown was by, what's-his-face? On Carlton Davis' head. I don't like to see Marcus Jones on anybody that's not like a smaller receiver. I don't want him on a big-time, X guy. I don't want to see that at all. Can we stop at that? And then Khalil Shakir, also talking about Marcus Jones, had a really, really good, insane catch on him, which was controversial apparently. He catches the pass, and I was like, 50-50 ball, but it obviously going to go to the offense. And then, at the end, maybe a little Marcus maybe had possession of it, but whatever, they call it to the offense. And they also give him a pass interference in that as well. Oh, brother. Then after that, we had a nice pass break on my second and goal by Christian Ellis. Osiris Torrance got a huge flag on 3rd and goal for the Bills. And then Josh Allen got a touchdown to Dawson Knox on Jack Gibbons. Generally, better throw the fuck up. Need a legacy drive from Drake May right here. I don't care. And then Trevion Henderson right after for 65 yards and a score. Unfortunately, I don't have my live reaction because I was looking up on Rio for a quick and I got spoiled. So shout out to Trevion, but don't have the live reaction, unfortunately. I don't know if I have any live reactions today. Today's a somber day. Loss, unfortunately. Drake May, he had a couple nice blocks on that one play. Remember, DJ one of my ears was hyping that shit up at that point and made it 31-28 Pats. Trailed for 13 seconds. It was also a stat in Gillette Stadium, 100 and something times, 17 or some shit lead. And this is the first game that they've blown that lead of that, whatever magnitude that shit was, but whatever. Then we got a good pass breakup by Jalen Hawkins on Brandon Cooks. Rush defense just isn't that good anymore, unfortunately, though. Carlton Davis is back. He had a nice breakup on James Cook. Laid out a good hit on him, and he bobbled the ball out of bounds on 2nd and 4. And then he gets called for a pass interference, literally the play after on Keon Coleman, a.k.a. Cookies Man. Cam Newton, if you know, you know. We get that grace to young players. He had a nice block as well. But yeah, that's usually the stop the Patriots will get on that 3rd and 8 play, and unfortunately, they were not able to get that stop. That's that one stop that, was really against the Patriots. That's one of my critiques with them. I don't think the defense is as good as it's been portrayed, to be quite frank, especially the pass defense, especially when you throw tight ends. Kincaid, that last play, the 3rd down, the 3rd quarter, Kincaid was literally wide open in the middle of the field, literally could have strolled into a park. Yeah, that was absolutely Swiss cheese defense. James Cook then gets a tutty. James Cook is really, really special with that 11-yard touchdown to go up. And then 5 straight, again, touchdown drives for the Bills. Like, dude, what are we doing? Literally remind me of that playoff game with Mac Jones. Maiden gets sacked by Matt Milano for a second sack of the game. Play of the game, 3rd and 12. Drake May incomplete pass to Hunter Henry. The passing offense, that's the worst it looks so far. Weirdly, Patriots have been a minimum top 10 passing offense in the NFL this season. They've been bottom 10 in the running game. I know the Bills have struggled against the run. They were better the last 2 weeks. Jalen Warren got injured in that Steelers game, but he was playing pretty well. Chase Brown, he did some work in the receiving game, but rushing-wise, he wasn't good. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but at the end of the day, you can't blame anybody but yourselves. I was called a pessimist for having shortcomings about the Patriots and the fact that the defense really wasn't that good, and the fact that, that Jets game, opportunity, and they didn't come through. The Jets, that was. But now you're going up against upper echelon teams. This isn't the Titans, with all due respect to Cameron Ward. This isn't Spencer Rattler at the times, New Orleans Saints. This is Josh Allen's Buffalo Bills, and they hadn't sure to win a division. Like, this is a big-time game. Then after that, great tackle initially by Carlton Davis. They good finishing by everyone on, I think it was Ty Johnson on a screenplay. Nice play by Ellis and Gibbons. And after that, Drake made the in the MVP conversation at the very least, 4-point game. Finally got the ball after the touchdown streak was finally over. No excuses, Drake May. Maybe the worst throw I've seen in my entire life on 3rd and 5, and then 4th and 5, literally throws that shit into the abyss. No excuses for me at all. Needing more from the Patriots offense in the second half of the game. The pass offense was absolutely nauseating. Needed a better game from Drake May. Yeah, he ran in for 2 touchdowns. Cool and all. But at the end of the day, we needed a better MVP performance from Drakeus May. Especially that last time he touched the ball. 3rd and 5, 4th and 5, incomplete. Yeah, I mean, literally this season, for the most part, we're just able to take care of business against inferior opponents and really haven't had to really come back, to be quite frank. Not come back in overall, but come back in the 4th quarter, like game-winning drives and things like that. Yeah, remember that last time against the Bugs? Drake May threw a pick on that clutch play, and then thankfully they got to stop defensively. But yeah. Now on to the Patriots statistics. Drake May today, 14 of 23, 155 yards, an interception, 3 sacks, a QBR 58.3, and a rating of 62.8. Travion Henderson, legacy game, 14 for 148, 2 touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson, 6 for 50, had a pretty good game, especially in the first half of the game. 4 for 43 and 2 touchdowns for that boy Drakeus May, all in the first half. Pop Douglas, 1 for 5. Mac Hollins, 4 for 41. Booty, 1 for 30. Ramondre, 3 for 27. Diggs, 3 for 26. Henry, 1 for 18. And Travion Henderson, 2 for 13. I really want to see, again, because they've just taken their foot off the gas in the second half of these games. I know the Bills came in as remarked as a pretty good pass defense. Now, I'm not fully buying that. I mean, obviously, they let Drake May to his worst statistical game of the season, his first game under 200 yards, and he threw a pick. And J.J. Watt, you're talking about, it was an arm punt. No, brother. Unfortunately, that was an interception. But yeah, I think a lot of it just comes from the fact that they just get gassed in the ground. And you don't really need to throw the ball as much when you can just establish a run and ground and pound on the ground. Yeah, and I just got Maxwell Hairston back. Javius White had a pick today. That's all cool and all. Christian Bedford was out today. They didn't have Terrell Bernard. They were out multiple guys, and they still were able to do this to Drake May, which is very, very scary, in my humble opinion. But yeah, Mac Hollins, leading receiver in 2025, if I speak. Now on to the Patriots. Mac Hollins also fumbled, but he fumbled out of bounds, so no problem. Marcus Jones also fumbled the muffled punt and recovered it, so again, no harm, no foul. Jalen Hawkins was the leading tackler today with 11 tackles. Sack-wise, they had a sack today from Jack Gibbons, a sack from Harold Landry III, and that was it. Tackles for loss, they had 2 from Jack Gibbons, 1 from Carlton Davis III, 1 from Corey Durden, 1 from Harold Landry III, and yeah, pass deflections, we had 4, 1 from Jalen Hawkins, 1 from Christian Ellis, 1 from Gonzo, he had a nice tackle out of bounds on somebody, I want to say off the top of my head. 1 from Carlton Davis, and that was it. Quarterback is he had 4, 1 from Jack Gibbons, 1 from Harold Landry III, 1 from Anthony Jennings, 1 from Andy Jennings, 1 from Christian Barmore. Kick returns today, 4 for 97 for Kyle Williams, including a 40-yarder called back because of a Marte Mapu penalty, unfortunately. Marcus Jones, 2 for 5. Can't happen. Borregales made his only field goal, 36-yard field goal to end off the first half. Bryce Behringer, 3 for 163. And now on to the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, 19 for 28, 193 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 sacks, QBR of 77.8, and rating of 123.1. James Cook, 22 for 107, including 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen, 11 for 48 on the ground, including a 20-yard rush. Ty Johnson, 4 for 13. Shakir, 5 for 65. Knox, 3 for 37 and 2 touchdowns. Kincaid, 3 for 34, including 24 yards in off the third quarter. Josh Palmer, 1 for 16, including multiple drops and a motional flag. Thinking it was Shakir that was motioning and thought the play was started, but it actually didn't. He's just motioning. Ty Johnson, 3 for 15. Ray Davis, 1 for 13. Jackson Hawes, 1 for 9. James Cook, 2 for 4. And yeah. Matt Milano, leading tackler today with 10 tackles. Also had 2 sacks, Matt Milano, that is. Also got a sack today from Greg Rousseau. Tackles for loss, they had 2 from Matt Milano, 1 from Shaq Thompson, 1 from Tre'Davious White, and 1 from Larry Ogunjobi. Pass deflections, they had 3. They had 2 from Tre'Davious White and 1 from Joey Bosa. Quarterback hits, they had 5, 2 from Matt Milano, 2 for Greg Rousseau, and 1 from Joey Bosa. Obviously got a Tre'Davious White interception at the end of the third quarter. Ray Davis, 4 for 164. Shakir, 1 for 12. Matt Prater didn't kick a single field goal, but he did make all 5 of his extra points. As the Bills once again scored 5 straight touchdowns on 5 consecutive drives. What a time to be alive. Sigh. Mitch Wisnowski, the former San Francisco 49er, 4 punts for 162 yards. Now, overall, back to the stats. Patriots. Total yards today, 385 to the 349, as I almost say with these stats. Take them with a grain of salt. Passing yards, 139 to the Bills, 181. Rushing yards, 246 to the Bills, 168. Yards per play, 7.5 to their 5.2. First downs, 19 to their 22. Third downs, 5 for 10. They were 8 for 14. Fourth down, 0 for 1. They were 1 for 1. Total play, 67. Shocker to their 51. 6-7 gimmick. Anyways, sacks allowed, 3 to their 2. We punted 3 times. They punted 4. We had 7 penalties for 65 yards. They had 2 for 15. Both of them lose a fumble. We threw a pick. They didn't. Time possession, 35-21 for them. 24-39 for us as they dominated the second half and we dominated the first half. Sigh. We peaked in the first half. Tears. Tackles, 33 to their 29. Field goals, 1 for 1. They were 0 for 0. And in the red zone, they went 5 for 6, and we went 2 for 3. Shockingly, they didn't go 6 for 6. The Patriots have simultaneously allowed the least amount of red zone opportunities, but also allow the highest amount of, once again, the red zone, you give up a touchdown. So, J.J. Watt, statistic that he said multiple times. Shout out to Unk. By the way, praise to his bro, T.J. Watt, with the dry needling thing as well. Shout out to bro. But yeah, man. Patch lose, brutal loss. Had in shirt game. If they win this game, they would have won the division, and it would have been amazing. This game was really stressing me out all week. The fact that I usually stream these games, but I literally just in my own cozy space, just was able to watch the game. Got a couple diamond clips up on TikTok, so getting fried by Bills fans to these hour as we speak right now. Currently, probably depending on what time of the hour you're watching this video. Yeah, tough loss today. Ravens next week, who just made Joe Burrow look very, 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 very human. So. I'm not excited for that. A Ravens defense that's humming against the Patriots defense that is getting worse seemingly week by week, unfortunately, especially in the ground game. But let's see what transpires with that. Quarterback spy, Lamar Jackson. He hasn't been perfect recently, but at the end of the day, you got to show them respect as, a former MVP. We just played an MVP this week in Josh Allen this week. Next week, we'll go up against Lamar Jackson. And Drake May, man, to be the best, you got to be able to beat the best. You beat Josh Allen the first time. See if you can bounce back after losing to Josh Allen this time and go up against another MVP and Lamar Jackson. But yeah, tough loss for the Patriots. 10-game winning streak is over. The Broncos 11-game winning streak after beating the Packers today. I can't even hate, unfortunately. Pats are 11-3 now. Bills are 10-4. They are 1 game above the Buffalo Bills with 3 games remaining. Those games are the Ravens, the Jets, and the Dolphins, I believe, all in order. So yeah, in the Bills' schedule, they have the Browns, they have the Eagles, and they have the Jets. So they could very well win out. And I believe they would win that tiebreaker potentially. I know these tied 1-1, but they have to. What is it about, like strength of schedule? Is it against AFC East opponents? If both AFC East teams tie for the division, what happens? That's my question. Let me ask Google real quick. If 2 AFC East teams tie for the division title, the NFL uses a step-by-step tiebreaker process starting with head-to-head results, then divisional record, common games, conference record, strength of victory, and finally point scores as allowed with a coin toss as the last resort. So it's a lot going into it. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't come down to that. I hope the Patriots can just handle their business and win the division. But yeah, I'm gonna go listen to these Patriots interviews and see how that all went wrong. I really wish people can grill Mike Vrabel, because that's not the first time this happened this season. This is you're going up against an opponent that's actually on your level, if not better than the Buffalo Bills, who are they've been through a lot. Obviously, this is a cohesive unit. They've been through the ringer, and you have the Patriots, who new kid in the block, new shiny toy, but Bills have been there for a while. They played these games. They play games like this like every single week. They go down, and they're the best second half team in the NFL. The Patriots have been a really good first half team. Second half, they've tethered off, and now they go up against a really, really good opponent. And you can't afford anything like that, especially when your defense gives up 5 straight touchdown drives. You fucking freaks! Holy shit! Man, what a time to unfortunately be alive. This game was literally stressing me the absolute hell out. But yeah, Buffalo Bills beat the New England Patriots, and yeah, brutal, absolutely brutal. Yeah. Other than that, yo, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. It's me, boy John. Also, follow me on Instagram. Links, everything will be in the description box down below. We said playback, but unfortunately, playback is no longer a thing. Salute the playback, ethical lap. No, you know it all. But yeah, go Patriots. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Great rest of y'all day. And I'm out, man. Peace.